Interesting timing for a test of loyalty. In the midst of a contest where you're competing against Colonel Aurora and her dark troopers. But if this is what you wish, it shall be done. Destination confirmed over 2,000 meters away. This'll take a while, so I'll be engaging in small talk and battle planning. I cannot stress enough how much you giving us a chance to prove ourselves at long last means to us. As such, I will do the best I can during this test. Another thing I promise is that, if Carnage or his droids attack you again, I will attempt to trace the droid or droids back to Carnage, and eliminate him with extreme prejudice. Or, if you have a different plan, I'd like to hear it, and I'll change my own accordingly. That's how much loyalty I have for you. 1,533 meters remain and dropping. I'm curious as to why specifically here, but I won't question your orders too much. I trust you know what you're doing. As such, my path is locked, and my confidence is high. So, you said that my mission was to claim these so-called capture points. That shouldn't be too hard for the Supreme Commander of the Confederacy of Independent Droids, and, hopefully, a future soldier of the 7-droid army. I don't even care what my starting rank will be. All I care about is doing what I was programmed to do, serve you in the field of battle. 855 meters remain, and dropping. Destination confirmed, Shady Stilts capture point. Nearing final approach and skydive range. My mission will soon officially begin. It still stuns me that there was a whole thriving ecosystem underground, unearthed by an earthquake a little over 3 months ago. It is a little unsettling, though, that the 0 point has been petrified. However, being one of the guardians of it hired by Agent Jones, I feel like I've failed in that mission. Although, then again, whatever unseen force got to it and petrified it would have blindsided anyone, much as the 0 point going dormant shortly before the previous island exploded, sending all of us into the vast reaches of space before the 0 point grabbed us and yanked us back to whatever land was left over from the island destroying blast had. During the operation to retrieve the pieces and restore the 0 point, which concluded with the paradigm initiating zero fusion, an evidently risky maneuver which could have put her life at risk, I gained powers. You were asking me about the glow that now covers my body. It's high time I explain what it means. I have power over space. I can teleport on a whim. I gained a natural mastery with the kinetic blade, apparently on par with your own, and I furthermore gained natural mastery of the heisted Blink Mag SMG. Anything related to space, I gained a better understanding of, and that's why I have a red glow emitting from my body. Now I'm awaiting the claiming of this capture point, and determined not to be moved from this spot until it's fully claimed. 3/4 of the way claimed. Steady progress is being achieved here. Nobody has dared challenge me yet. Although I'm currently unarmed, so if they'd take their time before challenging me, that would be nice. Although I'm no stranger to scavenging for weapons on the fly. I and my subordinates have had to do that since we arrived on the island during the Score War itself. With that level of prior experience, you have nothing to worry about, as I and my subordinates are capable of split-second decisions that result in our survival and our enemy's defeat simultaneously. The capture point has been fully claimed, and I got a decent weapon out of it. This so-called scoped burst SMG is an accurate, punishing weapon when you look through the scope at the enemy you've engaged. As such, it's better as a mid-range weapon. Which is absolutely fine, seeing as how most of the battle droids of the Confederacy are masters with the assault rifles, another mid-range weapon. A new mid-range weapon such as this won't be an issue for us at all. Someone is nearby, activating self-preservation mode. Enemy spotted, preparing to engage. Engaging opponent in battle with the scoped burst SMG. I have to reload, but that's fine. Now finishing my assault. Enemy neutralized, moving in to investigate what they dropped on elimination. Nothing of too much interest came of that elimination. Very well, moving on to my next objective. I did pick up some ammo, and some gold bars. Now moving on with the rest of the match. As you have requested that I capture as many points as are within my abilities, I shall do exactly that. Finishing shielding protocol via coconut. Now surveying the remaining houses for ammo boxes, and chests. Ammo box detected, advancing to investigate. Out came some light bullets, bringing my total to 128. This will allow me to fire the scoped burst SMG for significantly longer. That is 4 full clips of unfettered destruction. Or rather, destruction only fettered by a tiny little trigger. Destroying supply drone. Out came an infiltrator pump shotgun, and some slap splashes. Should I grab any of this, or not? Roger that, ignoring all of it. Moving on to the next destination. Maybe would be a great idea to get some more supplies before rushing off. I have made my decision. Heading up the hill en route to the ruins to see if I can get some more supplies. Ooh. A red chest. This ought to have something great in it. Checking mission list. Now opening red chest to examine its contents. Ah, never mind. It's a purple scoped burst SMG, something I already have. There's also a med kit, something I have 3 of, and bandages, which are useless to me now. The only things of any real value are the gold bars, and 60 additional light bullets. Now I'm moving on. I'm back to the bush where I destroyed the drone. Ignoring the infiltrator pump shotgun again, and sprinting to the eye of the storm. I see an easy path to the eye, so I will head to the eye at full speed. Investigating stone building with chest nearby. Oh. Correction, inside. Disappointingly, it revealed a far weaker SMG than the scoped burst I already have. I opened the ammo boxes as well, securing an additional 40 light bullets, 4 shells, 6 heavy bullets, and 10 medium bullets. Now moving on to the eye. Now in the muddy area between the jungle pit and snowy area, finding a chest in the process. Out came a suppressed pistol, and a big pot. As with the weaker SMG, I passed over the suppressed pistol, but I grabbed the big pot so that I may fully restore my shields after an intense battle fully expends the shield I have. Now moving on fully into the snowy area. Passing by the truck with off-road tires. I am now slipping on the ice, activating balance systems. Sensors are vigilant for any signs of enemy loopers. Nothing to report as of yet. Proceeding to the eye as planned. The storm is moving again, but I am close to the eye. I no longer have anything to fear until it is clear that the next eye will be too far away to get to before the storm closes in on it. Which is not likely. Ever since I was upgraded to be able to sprint, I have rarely been caught in the storm. This shall be no different. Another reason why I'm holding on to my purple scoped burst is due to another mission on my list, to hit headshots on enemy loopers with scoped weapons. I do suppose I could have picked up the suppressed pistol for the mission to damage opponents with suppressed weapons, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still the harder mission of the scoped weapon headshots to focus on. Now attempting to jump across this gap to the higher ledge. Fortunately that wind tunnel was there, as I would have sustained massive damage just then. The wind tunnel ended at the plain sector, so I'll be detouring in order to stay in the winter sector a little bit longer. On second thought, plain sector it is. Let's see what I can do with a little change in scenery. It appears I'm also near the jungle pit sector. I have not fully logged all capture points to my database, but the mission does mark them for my convenience, so I'll be keeping my sensors vigilant for them. The first capture point that pings to my hard drive is that at Slappy Shores, albeit this late in the round, I'm not guaranteed to be able to claim it. I will have to check, and cut my losses if it's already been claimed. If it hasn't, I will go ahead and try to claim it myself. Hopefully I succeed, and make you proud. I'll try not to be as clingy as Amy, but I will prove my loyalty, or get destroyed trying. Enemy engaged. Pelting them with my scoped burst. While she's shielded, it's hard to tell if I hit any headshots. I most certainly didn't finish her off with any. That's unfortunate. Oh well, onwards to the next objective. Even though I didn't get much, if any, progress on the scoped weapons headshots, I did finish a mission to eliminate opponents. Would that and progress on the capture point be enough consolation for you? Regardless, I'm heading to Slappy Shores anyway to try and claim another capture point. Now reloading my soul weapon while I'm on my way to Slappy Shores. I am now up to 2 victories against opponents without taking a single hit. Either I'm getting better at avoiding gunshots, or they are getting worse at hitting their mark. Whichever the case may be, I've managed 2 flawless attacks. Picking up infiltrator pump shotgun and searching chest. Inside was a twin mag assault rifle, which has a scope-like device for aiming. I picked it up in the hopes that any headshots hit by this rifle would count towards the mission. I'll just have to wait and see. Regardless, I'm carrying more weapons just in case things get dicey. Now on final approach to Slappy Shores. We'll soon see if this capture point has already been claimed, or if I'm free to do so. I hope the latter is the case. I am very underwhelmed by the progress I've made so far during this test. Yes, I know it's a test of loyalty, and not a test of skill, but I don't just want to pass this test of loyalty, I want to go above and beyond to impress you, and prove that I still have used despite being an old rust bucket. Oh, get out of here, you fancy masked low-ranked meatbag. Can't you see that I'm on a mission? Hair, pathetic. I still have a perfect combat record. Nobody has hit me yet. Although then again, henchmen aren't really well known for their accuracy. In fact, they are more well known for their lack thereof. As for the two opponents I similarly eliminated, that's a different story. I'm not sure what their angle is, but they too haven't hit me. I have heard that there are bots on this island too. I guess they mean robots, but I myself am an android. More specifically, a 2-year-old battle droid with at least that much battle experience and programming. I guess they aren't that old nor advanced. Because I mopped the floor with them. Anyway, as I predicted, the capture point at Slappy Shore was already claimed. It's still disappointing, but not surprising in the slightest. I will attempt to get as much done in the time I have left, no matter what it takes or costs. Collecting free ammo and buzz, and moving on. Now heading southbound, trying to find more opponents to headshot. At this point, unless I get a suppressed weapon, scoped weapon headshots are the only mission I can attempt at the moment. Unless there may be a capture point at Kinjutsu Crossing. Now, let me reiterate, I said there may be an unclaimed capture point at Kinjutsu Crossing, not that there was absolutely one. I like to think of myself as an optimist, but not to the point I throw realism out the window. And it's due to my optimism that I'm heading to Kinjutsu Crossing to try and claim any unclaimed capture points I can. And, failing that, I could also focus on taking down opponents with headshots with my scoped burst SMG. A win-win. Anyway, I'm passing by Fireglow Sanctuary, so if you want me to search it, tell me before I pass it completely. Making my approach. Someone was healing up ahead, activating self-preservation programming. There's an activated combat cache here. Someone is in fact nearby. Now going up to the stairs of the Fireglow Sanctuary. Heading up the stairs. Shots detected. Enemy turret detected. Combat mode engaged. The opponent that deployed the turret has also been detected. Engaging turret in combat.
Alright. Given your sudden silence, that would mean that you had been overwhelmed by the turret. Oh well, let's go on ahead and get on to the next round then, shall we?
Alright, time for me to redeem myself. This time, I am determined to get the remaining capture points we need claimed. And I will let nobody I can eliminate stand in my way. Test my loyalty all you like, I don't mind at all. I'll just consistently deliver completion of the mission with absolutely no questions. At the very least, I can do what I was programmed to do. And I will perform to the best of my abilities. Oh right, we're returning to Shady Stilts to claim its capture point again. How nice. Very well, searching for the capture point in question. Capture point found, proceeding to land. Okay, nearly there. Claiming of the capture point initiated, grabbing a medkit to better my chances of survival. Hiding behind this rock as well. It's not perfect, but it'll work for now. Claiming this capture point will take a while, so let's chat again. Test of loyalty or no, I'm glad you chose me to help you compete against Aurora's Dark Troopers, who I'm sure would make great soldiers. However, Aurora's understandable prejudice towards us battle droids should be corrected. We didn't all malfunction. Just the battle droids Carnage made, with an embedded code you managed to counter in the droids you were able to reprogram. So, when you really think about it, your battle droids didn't malfunction at all. Carnage just sent his own corrupted version of said models after you, and Aurora noted the similarities. We older generation models preceded those made by Carnage, and us didn't have such embedded codes to turn against you. As such, we would resist his orders in favor of your own, and eliminate him, instead. Ah, here we go. This capture point was claimed again. Only one more time should do it, if I heard you right. Now, where should I go for the next one? Slappy Shores. Kinjutsu Crossing? Remember, you're in charge. I'm autonomous to a certain extent, but in this test of loyalty, I'm following your orders to a T so as to be able to join the 7-droid army, where I belong. I know I'm the leader of the Confederacy of Independent Droids, but that's never felt fulfilling. It merely felt like I was doing a mission for someone else because the situation demanded it. You have always been my one and true master, as you are my creator. Even if you don't seem to remember for some reason. But like I told you when you told me that, I don't care. You're the closest to my creator that I've seen or detected, and thus, I will follow you, and you alone. If your orders are to follow one of your friend's orders, it'll be strange and alien, but I will do the best I can. I grabbed some slap splashes a while ago. That should be useful in a pinch. Now experimenting with the bomb flower. Apparently, it would take more than one to destroy that boulder. I would say that the blast wasn't particularly strong, but I don't know if there was an explosive device that could destroy the boulder in one go. Maybe the explosion wasn't weak, maybe the boulder was just too durable for an explosion to destroy in one blast. Either way, the fact these deadly plants even exist at all is fascinating to me. They and the plants that release a toxic cloud upon detonation. Even the ones that burst and give you shield are fascinating. But I digress. I'm getting off track, rambling. It's just that I've never seen this flora until a few months ago. Anyway, time to leave Shady Stilts again for more capture points or other missions. Advancing southbound towards my next objective. Confirming orders from you. Orders confirmed, leaving Shady Stilts. Resuming southward advance. Taking the most efficient route to the next destination. I believe that would happen to be this canyon area between the winter sector and autumn sector. Confirming further orders. Further orders confirmed, next target received. Southbound advance has been doubled. While I make my way to my next destination, I suppose it's time to chat for a while. I'm still disappointed that Twig Stomper triggered my self-preservation mode in such a way as to destroy your armory. I guess that would be a logical reason to test my loyalty, but remember, I was trying to defend myself, something that obviously didn't work long term. I'm impressed that they managed such a victory, as I, on top of being the recipient of space powers, upgraded my armor far beyond what it was when you first created me. Although, then again, I wasn't going all out last time either. I was hoping that it could be peacefully resolved by the weapons I had on hand. I won't make that mistake again, for my survival's sake. The next time I'm thrust into battle, I will make sure they know how powerful I really am. Marking Slappy Shores as my next destination, and beating a path there post-haste. Anyway, I'm also grateful that you repaired me when I was damaged during the battle. I know, given the grief I and carnage put you through, it had to be tempting to shut me down permanently, or somehow reprogram me, but you only repaired me. You must have really wanted to test me with my current programming to see if I would actually do as you said, or betray you. And I understand that. Even though I have no reason to betray you at all, you don't seem to remember me this way, so you don't know if you could trust me. However, you must at least partially trust me, since you didn't reprogram me at all. I wouldn't expect curiosity to be your sole reason for leaving me exactly as I was and deploying me. If it was, however, that would be fascinating too. Taking a gamble based on curiosity doesn't seem like your forte, however, so I believe I will default to my partial trust theory. I hope, by the end of it, to gain your full trust. I heard a sniper shot, self-preservation systems activated. I seem to have lost them for now. Self-preservation systems are still on high alert. Continuing advance to Slappy Shores. So far so taking fire. Self-preservation mode engaged. Are they gone? Taking fire. System integrity is at 18%. All systems are critically damaged. Utilizing wind tunnel to escape. This should also get me closer to Slappy Shores faster. Please just leave me alone, sniper. I've done nothing to you. Restoring shields and system integrity. Rudimentary repairs complete, continuing my advance to Slappy Shores. En route to Brutal Bastion, which is notable for its launch pads. With me being pursued by a sniper, I believe this would be the safest option. I just need to get there, and avoid as many sniper shots as possible, which would be near impossible, as there were no warnings when I got hit the first 2 times. I would have to take a more proactive approach, and just try to make myself harder to hit before the next shot was fired. I hope I lost them, to be honest with you. On second thought, since another opponent passed overhead while I was en route to Brutal Bastion, I conclude a straight path to Slappy Shores would in fact be better. Evasive maneuvers systems engaged. My self-preservation systems are kicking into overdrive at this point. I would do anything to prevent my elimination, either through combat or retreat. Slappy Shores is now in sight. Self-preservation systems are still active. System integrity is 48%, and shield is at 25%. However, since I'm in a reality where building is disabled, I also have 100% over shield, even though it can only sustain 50% of the damage that your normal shield can. Regardless, it has served me well, as the second shot from that sniper would have otherwise eliminated me. Now entering Slappy Shores. Mending machine detected, proceeding to ask for repairs. Before that, I will buy some minis. 2 sets of 3 to be more precise. Now at 98% system integrity. Buying another patch up, repairing my systems to 100%. Now advancing to capture point. I knew asking for a full system repair would be the difference between survival and destruction. Claiming capture points is a dangerous ordeal, as many others want the advantages that come with it. For example, upon capture, the point drops many weapons and medical supplies from its top, and scans the area for chests and opponents. If you get scanned, you cannot hide whilst the diamond is still above your head. Unless your opponent did not see your diamond, there's a great chance that you'll be found, regardless of how well you hide, and you'll be taken out if low health was the reason you were hiding in the first place. If you have medical supplies on hand, you'd be better off applying them and getting ready to fight. Another option I strongly suggest is busting up a slurp tanker, as you can go from 0 to full shield as soon as the tanker is destroyed. Claiming of capture point is now fully in progress. While I do so, I suppose it is also time to activate some augments. High voltage selected, moving on to next augment. Postponing my selection for now. The capture point has been fully claimed, and my mission is complete. Now, let's move on to the next one, shall we? What do you want me to do next? While I await your next orders, I will gather up the supplies that I need from the capture point. Oh. 2 more missions popped in my hard drive. Ah, right, the suppressed damage and scoped headshots. Roger that, moving on. You've caught me at a bit of a disadvantage where suppressed weapons are concerned. I don't have any. However, I could find one soon enough surely. Investigating this building for weapons or supplies. Passing by the combat SMG. It would be great if I wasn't searching for a suppressed weapon instead. However, as that's one of my missions, I unfortunately have to pass it over.
Okay, Vaxie, it's about time to fast forward a little bit.
Here we are. The scene of my first elimination. This default came over the hill, and I opened fire, knowing that most of them wanted to pick a fight. I mostly try for headshots, as is the criteria for the scoped weapon headshot mission. However, due to the recoil of the weapon, and the narrow beam that leaves the barrel, headshots weren't particularly easy to hit. Fortunately, I did manage at least one by the time the fight concluded. And here's the scene of my second elimination. This lady of currently unknown origin challenged me to a sniper duel. And it just so happened to be her last mistake of this match. I am now up to 8 headshots, and 424 damage with a scoped weapon. Not bad, right? Ah, here we go. We're now at the Hall of Whispers, 1 minute away from this clip's end. Let's see what I can do from here, shall we? Deploying the business turret. This tiny little thing is very useful and powerful. I mean, not in one shot, but it pretty quickly whittles the opponent down. The only thing is, if the opponent fights back at all, it's kind of frail, and can't take very many shots. You may as well forget deploying this against someone with explosives. Still, however, in the situation I created, your opponent could fall just like this.
Nice going. You even got a survivor medal out of that. Very impressive indeed. Alright, let's go on ahead and get on to the next round then, shall we?
Deploying for the next match. I'm so happy that I impressed you last match. Does this mean I finally made it into the SDA? If it does, I'll try harder than ever to complete my mission. Anyway, what mission do I have this time? Destination is Sanguine Suites. One of the more popular landing sites. Perhaps a combat-oriented mission? Oh, wait. A few chance glances at my list of missions also stated mythic weapon eliminations were an objective. We're coming here for one such weapon, aren't we? Nice. Let's go then. Yes. Score. I got a Havoc suppressed assault rifle. Now I can deal suppressed weapon damage. Okay, now I'm ready. Let's do this. Engaging low card in battle. Target neutralized. Progress has been made. Preparing to eliminate any low card I meet. Shots fired. Assessing the type of threat. In the meantime, I'll hide under these stairs. Self-preservation systems have kicked in. Assessing my options. I could come out and fight, risking elimination. Or I could stay here. Any opponent nearby would have free reign of this place, killing low cards as they see fit. I would be stuck with the progress I currently have, but I would survive to be able to damage someone else with suppressed weapons. But, what if I'm viewed as a coward? I need to weigh my options carefully. One misstep in either direction could be enough to destroy my chances of getting into or staying in the SDA. Where these low cards are concerned, I need to weigh my options quickly too. What to do? I'm sorry, Jester, I don't normally freeze up like this, but my self-preservation systems are interfering with my mission completion systems. I don't want to get eliminated with as little damage as I've done currently, or I'll let you down. But the low cards are the easiest targets to get suppressed damage on. Come on, self-preservation systems. Let me move. If that was an opponent, they would have followed me by now. Let's go. We have a mission to do. Alright, the gridlock has been broken, advancing to nearest available low card or opponent. Perhaps I went in the wrong direction? Changing course. Heading to my former hiding spot. Picking up the thermal DMR. Heading up the stairs to hopefully confront an opponent I can eliminate, or a low card. I'm actually hoping more for a low card, if I'm perfectly honest. Hey, I have a mission to do, and unlike you humans, I don't have the circuits to be satisfied with a challenge. My circuits tell me very clearly to complete the mission, and survive. There is no directive to seek out a challenge, and I have to impress you as much as possible, okay? My sonar is detecting gunshots. I have to be getting close by now. Are they further upstairs? Picking up suppressed pistol. Resuming advance towards the stairs. Rearranging my loadout. Now heading further upstairs. Alright, I'm on the roof, so I should be able to see the opponents and low cards easier. Replacing suppressed pistol with scoped SMG. Dropping onto the balcony below. Opponent sighted.
You got overwhelmed again? Oh well, no worries. You made it into the SDA anyway. Welcome aboard as our newest colonel.
Redemption time has come again, unfortunately. I profusely apologize for my utter failure, Jester. I actually thought I had her. Oh well, according to you, I've secured my place as a colonel within the SDA, so to the best of my ability, I'll ensure you know that my position is well earned. You should also know that, along with my support, you have that of my troops. That means that you can count on 150 more Y-Labs models, and multiple legions of older generation heavy battle droids and droid assassins at your beck and call. You may proceed to thank me by utilizing me and my army as you see fit. As I've said multiple times before, we are loyal to the SDA alone. Anyone within the SDA that you trust to give orders, I will instruct my successors to follow without hesitation. Also, I would ask you to supply me with the blueprints for the 4th generation V1 battle droids please. It just doesn't seem right to have a V2 through V4 without a single V1 to account for. That's all I ask. Although, if you want to volunteer blueprints for later models, I could give them a 1st generation Vaxi control chip, so that they too may be loyal only to the SDA, and not have Order 95 as an embedded command. You have my word that none of the new battle droids will rebel for any reason. Trust me, there are only 2 directives in the 1st generation Vaxi control chip. Complete the mission, and survive. Anyway, I'm rambling. I've already gotten progress on the suppressed weapon damage mission, eliminating 2 low cards in the process. It shouldn't be too much harder to finish the mission. Engaging the next low card in combat. Target neutralized. 760 damage has been dealt. Progress is moving forward rapidly. I won't rest until I have completed at least 1 mission, no matter what it is. I merely need to eliminate maybe 3 low cards and or opponents. Surely I can do that. I'm the former Supreme Commander of the Confederacy of Independent Droids, and newly appointed Colonel of the SDA. This should be too easy. Opponent neutralized, scoped headshot mission complete. See what I meant? Now, let's take care of the remaining damage by suppressed weapons. What say you, Jester? Ready to be impressed again? Ready or not, that's my plan. With my loyalty and my skills, I'm ready to prove my worth 100 million times over. Resuming shield potion consumption. Shield is now at 50%, with a further 50 over shield. I shouldn't be too easy to eliminate at this point, especially with how quickly I handled the opponent with my scoped burst SMG. I just need to keep my senses vigilant, and my head on a swivel, and pay heed to my self-preservation and combat systems, and I should be able to triumph over all but the toughest foes. Another low card neutralized. Piece of cake. I don't know how much more damage I need, but we'll find out together, won't we? I know I won't rest until I have it done, even if I have to eliminate every single person at this stronghold. I will eliminate everyone I see with cold, calculated precision. That is my duty. I am a soldier, designed and built for one purpose. Complete loyalty to you and whatever army you ever command, and complete destruction to any enemy that dares oppose us. I and my predecessors and successors were programmed this way, designed to be loyal soldiers, efficient killers, asking no questions, following every command to a capital T. We have autonomy, but if we receive an order, we won't hesitate to comply. We are, and were always meant to be, your soldiers. Enemy detected, engaging in combat. Heavy damage sustained.
V2? Did you just manage a double KO? Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to put that into your permanent record. Whew! That was impressive. So you are our Phase 1 commandos, huh? Alright. Let's put you to the test like we did with the Dark Troopers, huh? Your mission is to land at Sanguine Suites and place top 20. We'll soon see how well Lieutenant Colonel Aurora's training has paid off for you. Okay. Okay. Well, at least you corrected your course. Alright. Let's let's do a little bit of time bending to save on time, shall we? Well, so far I'm impressed. Your advanced individual training has paid off quite well so far. Although I still don't know much about your combat versus other loopers, as opposed to against the low cards and dealers. But honestly speaking, I'm pretty sure that you have at least some combat competency. Alright, let's see how far you can go from here, shall we? Well, we've seemingly reached the end, huh? Ah. Yes, well, I can't really say anything because I've done that a time or two, so, yeah. I'm just gonna chalk that down to a bit of tough luck and, move on. I'm pretty sure, everyone can agree with that one. Alrighty, now let's see what you can do. So, how many of these am I going to have to evaluate? Oh, this is the last one this season? Okay, that's fine then. Alright, I'll be sure to, I'll be sure to evaluate his progress. Alright, so, what mission is he sent to complete? Travel distance under the effects of slap. That shouldn't be too hard. And I'm noticing that the video you sent me was only about 2 minutes and 50 seconds long, so I don't suppose he got too much more completed after the fact, did he? Oh well. You know what? The fact that he completed one mission is actually noteworthy. So, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest, everyone has had their off days in both armies. So I'm not going to judge him too harshly based on an off day. If you get overwhelmed, you get overwhelmed. That's just the long and short of it. Alright, so he knows to destroy the cameras at least. Okay. I'm also noticing this one's choice of weapon is different. The last one went for Diamond's marksman rifle, whereas this one is going for Heart's suppressed havoc. So, yeah, interesting choice of proficiencies, but then again, he is also using the thermal DMR. Okay. Nice takedown. Okay. Alright, somebody's just thrown down a briefcase, and there we go. He's down. Oh well. You know what? I'm not that worried. Like I said before, if you get overwhelmed, you get overwhelmed. There's nothing you can do about it.